Cloudy, foggy conditions do continue this evening and tonight, with even some drizzle likely to continue across the Magic City. We're at 38 degrees right now. The wind out of the southeast at 6, rather light, so still that surface moisture, no wind to really push it away. And that's the case throughout much of north central North Dakota, as temperatures will likely dip slightly below freezing for tonight. Other than that, visibility is at 9 miles at the airport, but it's going to quickly decrease over the coming hours as that fog continues to increase across the region. The thickest fog for now is over the James and Red River valleys, but that is still forecast to increase across north central North Dakota. We're already seeing in the Turtle Mountain region as well as Minot, and that will linger through at least your Tuesday morning. Highs tomorrow right near 40 degrees. We'll be starting out your morning at least near freezing, and then we rise into the 40s for the afternoon. Cloudy all day long, except if you go to the south. They have a chance of getting some sunshine the second half of the day. That's where the clearing sky is right now, but the south and the west, they'll see the fog and cloud cover return before you know it. All of the wet weather still across California, getting lots of rain, heavy at times, and that's producing some flash flooding, causing quite the problem as the rain continues to train over Los Angeles and Southern California. Eventually, we're going to see a storm system push in and develop likely a Colorado low, and that could bring us our next chances for at least decent precipitation chances in the northern plains by the middle of the work week. Wednesday through Friday, that's where those chances are going to be as the Colorado low makes its way into the northern plains. So what are we expecting? Well, as far as Wednesday is concerned, many of us may start out with a few light rain showers. That's how it's going to be to start in north central North Dakota. Maybe some more of a wintry mix across northwestern North Dakota, becoming snow. And at least by Wednesday evening at the earliest, depending on temperatures, we could see that transition to a wintry mix of rain and snow, or potentially even all snow by Wednesday evening. Afterwards, notice widespread snow still likely as we go into your Thursday. That's going to help ramp up the accumulation amounts, especially here in northern North Dakota and the far western counties. That's going to continue for much of our Thursday. Friday, we'll be wake up to a few light snow flurries and then gradually, slowly tapering off Friday afternoon and evening. But as far as that 3 or more inch probability, Interstate 94, anyone as far south as Interstate 94 up to the Canadian border, pretty decent chance. We have at least an 80% chance now in Minot for at least 3 inches of snow. What about the 6-inch snow probability? The 50-50 chance of that, especially with the current track of that potential winter storm. So we will be monitoring that likelihood of maybe half a foot of snow. So for the time being, we're just making you weather aware, and it will be a great time to download our First Warn Weather app onto your mobile devices so you can have updates on your local weather. As far as our lows, we're going to be mostly near freezing. High tomorrow near 40 degrees. The middle and end of the work week, that's where we have to watch out for those potential travel impacts, Joe. But luckily, by the weekend, we should be drier with highs near 30.